But this week, Silverstone has launched a PR campaign to boost ticket sales for this year's British Grand Prix. Faced with a harsh economic climate and memories of last year's bad weather that forced the circuit to ask ticket holders for qualifying not to come to the circuit, the organisers of the British Grand Prix, the BRDC, have a lot of work to do. Well, David Croft has been up there this week, sampling the mood and being let loose in a single-seater.
Great day it has been, Derek Laurie. In a great place, it has to be said, and I'm not sure where you borrowed this weather from. This is not Silverstone. No, I ordered this for today. No, it was a great day, and it was quite interesting taking you guys through out of your comfort zone, if you like. Yeah. There is a bit of pressure there, and I can see it in everybody's face and eyes, that pressure was showing. What pressure is Silverstone under, though, to deliver a Grand Prix weekend without problems this year? We're under massive pressure, both financially and to deliver. We realised that we did let our fans down, and we weren't going to do that again this year. So we've changed a lot of the infrastructure. We've increased the camping sites, not putting more people in, but we put another 70 acres on the camping sites. We put drainage all the way through the camping sites, drainage through all the car parks that you see around here. Because you've got to remember that we are basically grass parking. Yeah. You know, we're not like Dubai or anywhere like that where they can just put tons and tons of tarmac or concrete down. So, you know, we can only do so much. I don't think we'll ever see that blip again. But if it does, we've done the best job we can. How difficult is it for you to price so that the fans can keep coming back and enjoy it and not feel that they're being ripped off? Because to a lot of people, it's still quite expensive to come to a Grand Prix. Our prices, I think, are fair. If you look at, you know, a 3-day ticket to come here is £160, £165. You go to the Emirates, it's £125 for 90 minutes. I think it will pick up. I think we're waiting for Lewis and Jensen to come to Barcelona. And start winning races, because that makes a big difference to us. My money's always on Lewis, just because whenever Lewis is on track, he is given 110%. And there's something special about watching Lewis Hamilton in a race car. I'll be back here on the 30th of June. You as president of the BRDC will be here as well. It should be a sellout, the sun should be shining, but who's going to be on the top step of the podium? Who would you fear if you were the rest of the drivers? I fear Alonso. You know, he's at the top of his game at the moment. Pound for pound, he's the best driver out there, I think. But the top step of the podium will either be Jenson Button or Lewis Hamilton. I've already organised it. I've organised the sun today. I've got the sun coming on those 3 days as well. We need a British winner. It'd be great. Derek, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Interesting stuff from Derek and Crofty there, but the subtext of what Silverstone is saying was that there's a Sebastian Vettel factor, that if he keeps winning, that turns people off. True or false?
I think there's a British factor, probably more to the point. We haven't probably got a driver in a car that can win a race,
really?
Let alone Silverstone. Yes, I think with Lewis, good in qualifying, race problems with the tyres. Jensen, McLaren, they're still not up to speed at the moment. The best bet we have is Paul di Resta.
I mean, who would believe you'd be saying that a year ago? But Paul di Resta was the strongest British hopeful for. What do you think, Corinne?
Well, I remember going to Silverstone for my first British Grand Prix, 2002, when I was doing the Formula 3 support race, and you know, peak of Schumacher dominance in that era. And again, there was lots of talk about how it's affecting ticket sales. But come race day, I mean, I think the enthusiasm from British fans, you know, we see it everywhere, is unparalleled. I think we'll still get a full house. It'll be a bit of a stretch for all the reasons mentioned, but I think we will get a packed house.
I mean, they draw through the parallel between watching, you know, a top match at Arsenal. But it is expensive to go to Silverstone. More expensive than Spa. And if you want to come to Malaysia, it's cheap in Malaysia.
He makes the point that it's a 3-day event, but actually people are interested in the race. And ultimately that's not that much more than a 90-minute
race fan likes 3 days, though, to be honest. A core race fan.
Yeah.
But if they drop the prices, would they sell more tickets?
I think so. I mean, you know, my hairdresser said to me that she and her husband have been going for 10 years to Silverstone, but they're now going to Spa. Do you take the example that you're saying? Because it's cheaper for them to drive there and camp there.
Wow.
And they are your core fans who go at 4 in the morning. God knows why. I tell you what, 4 in the morning is a bit excessive for me. But You know, I think they're your example, aren't they? They live in Brackley, local to Silverstone,
Wow.
and it's kind of the audience that you're. So it's interesting to hear.
But I
that.
agree. The ticket sales will pick up. I remember this in the past. It's happened that way, and it was quite slow. Picked up, and they all turned up.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, we get plenty of Brits at the next race in Spain, and it is Barcelona next weekend, the 12th of May. Let's just check the rest of the calendar. Monaco 2 weeks later, and we'll have some extra shows for our exclusively live coverage of the Monaco Grand Prix. If you want to check your diary to see whether you can come to Silverstone this year, it's the 28th to the 30th of June. Spa, we've just been talking about, is on the 25th of August, following a 4-week summer break. Korea's before Japan this year, on the 6th of October, while the season finishes off with the American doubleheaders, north to Austin and south to Brazil, on the 24th of November.
Well, it would certainly be wonderful if the weather was like it was in Crofty's piece at Silverstone.
It will be.
Bank on that though, can you? Okay.